Hi there, Aries and Aries Rising. This is Kimberly Knox, KK, your astrologer. Welcome to December. So we have a general forecast coming for you. This is the one time of year when we all have the ability to get infused with this positive mindset, enthusiasm, looking to the future, renewing our determination for what we have going on. We just came out of Scorpio where we left some things behind. We determined what we were going to commit to and what we were getting rid of, and then everything opens up and it opens to the future. And of course we've got Saturn in Sagittarius for all of us, so all of us are being rewarded for efforts and things that we're doing to look to the future in new ways. So you've got this natural chart, you've got the natural chart for astrology, Aries rising, so this new moon is affecting you, here in your 9th house of travel. So it's possible that for you, Sagittarius, that travel came up, or continuing education. Now this has been a theme that's been going on because Saturn's there. It's telling you to take responsibility in this area of your life, giving you opportunities as well. Saturn moved direct in this area as of August. So perhaps you decide to go back to school in September, or you're taking extra courses, or you're traveling more. Whatever you're doing, you're building up because Saturn's going to move into your career sector in 2018 when it goes into Capricorn. And you are preparing, the sun is moving up in your chart, you're preparing for the new moon at the end of December in your career sector, and Mercury's moving retrograde this month, lots of stuff going on. So thank you all of you Aries, Aries rising, or people just watching the video for Aries that they know, and that's great. So you can let them know. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. This is a big passion of mine to help you understand yourself at a deeper level, this exceptional personal self-awareness that you can gain through astrology. And I will be, you can reach out to me. The beginning of the year is an amazing time for a 10-point plan to take charge, redirect your life, take charge plan. The timing is amazing. You really need to know your accurate birth time, obviously, but you need to read your sun sign and your rising sign, because rising sign, that denotes the math that's going on, and the timing. And that's what this is all about. Planetary energies are it's hard to understand, but it is quantum physics, and we can't taste certain pesticides that we're eating, but we also can't see energy and the vibration of energy. But if you listen to the vibration of the heart chakra, that's 528 megahertz. Well, this is vibration. So this is all this interesting stuff that we're talking about here. So get your journals out. We're going to be talking about your power days. We're going to be talking about where Venus is going to be highlighting goodies for you, love and more money opportunities, where Mars is going to be highlighting action, where you're taking action, and that is your ruler. And Mars is making a move this month. Mars stays in a sign it moves 1 degree about every 2.5 days, and so it is moving. Mars right now is in the sign of Aquarius, and it's been in a really great synergy with Uranus in Aries, your sign, Uranus sitting in your 1st house, lifting you up to be authentic, to take chances, to be bold in new ways, and to just break the mold. And who better to break the mold than Aries? You've got Mars supporting you because Mars is your ruler. Mars is in Aquarius in your 11th house. So what has been supporting you moving forward is your networking capabilities, moving and connecting with friends, or getting involved in groups that will help you to move forward. This is all very important for your success. They're linking up. It's called mutual reception. They help each other. So that's fantastic. Mars will be moving into Pisces on December the 19th. That is the exact same day that Mercury goes retrograde in your 10th house of career. And so you will be sorting out some things in your career sector this month. Mercury is, of course, ahead of where the new moon is going to come in your career sector on December the 29th. That's the next new moon. So you are sorting out some things there. We're getting information that we need to make decisions. Mercury in Capricorn is going to be moving in there tomorrow. Mercury's been in Sagittarius, lighting up our thought process, thinking to the future, thinking about the future with optimism, infusing more enthusiasm into our thinking, but just expanding that. So tomorrow it goes into Capricorn. We get a little more serious. And the moon's in Capricorn right now, so that is in your work sector, career sector. We're all more business-like during the moon in Capricorn. It is a great time to get stuff done. So I've been super busy trying to juggle a lot of things between holidays and events. So getting these videos done now is a great use of that energy, for sure. Okay, Aries, you've got Jupiter too over here. So Jupiter, here we go. Jupiter in your 7th house for the very first time in 12 years. Every 12 years, it spends a year in one sign. Every 12 years, it comes to your 7th house. This brings you the opportunity to meet partnerships, business partnerships, relationship partnerships that will bring you good fortune. They're people that are expansive. They may be foreigners. They may have substantial cash flow. So it's partnerships as well, business partnerships. So if you've had some new ideas that you want to go forward with, these people can bring you benefit. And this is good fortune. It's expanding in this sector for you. And what else is big here? So the power days. The power days start today. The power days start today because today Mars is trining Jupiter. Mars in your 11th house trining Jupiter in the 7th is really linking up this powerful networking and friend zone with the 7th house of your relationships and one-on-one relationships. And this can be your clients as well. This has been going on the last couple days, so this is a really positive energy to have success between those two areas. December 2nd and 3rd, tomorrow through Saturday, we've got Moon Venus coming together for everyone, and Venus is the star of the show these days. She's leading the way. She's way ahead of the pack. She has been in Capricorn. She linked up with Pluto the day after Thanksgiving last week, really, putting us into the mindset of what we want to really, what we desire, what we want to put our forces into, what we want to create that's substantial. But Venus is coming to wholeness in January, so that's why she's so ahead of the sun right now, leading the way. Venus in your career zone, lending the capability for meeting new love or attracting good opportunities and just getting goodies through your career. This is a good time for you. So Sun and Moon are coming together there Friday night. Get out, just be out right now. It's a great time to you. Perhaps you have the ability to travel because of that new moon, but it's a really fun time for you. Mars in sextile to Saturn is coming up over the weekend. Mars, your ruler, in the 11th house, sextile to Saturn in the 9th. This is linking again your long-term goals with study, long distance study that you're doing to enhance your career. That's an opportunity, but you have to do something there. So it also can be Saturn, friends, going away, traveling with friends. It's just there's opportunities here between those two. And that's your ruler. So your ruler is given more strength from Saturn. We've got a moon going into Aries on the 8th and 9th. I love when the moon is in your own sign. Well, you can be a little bit more sensitive during that time, but for everybody, when the moon's in Aries, we get a lot done. We're very bold. It's coming the day after the first quarter moon. First quarter, we're taking a step out, so perhaps at this point you're making some decisions about what this new moon meant to you, these new opportunities that came up the last few days here for you, and you'll be initiating them 8th and 9th of the month. On December the 7th, also Venus is moving into Aquarius, into your 11th house here. Venus moving into this sector gives you added capability to meet, if you would like to meet somebody new, through friends, through groups, going to networking, accepting all these Facebook events. This is a really good time for you to do that because it brings light and love wherever it is, and the goodies. And that's what we love about Venus. It's just nice to have around. So December the 10th is a big day for all of us. Sun and Saturn come together on that day. Once a year, Sun and Saturn come together. We make a plan. We make a plan that talks about long-term vision. So this is a plan to take a look at everything that's gone on in the last year, plant some seeds about where you want to go. That's Saturn. And Saturn is having us open up to new thought patterns, to new philosophies, to new training, to new horizons for you, because Saturn's in the 9th house. So we're getting some planning done that day. We just have all of this really great energy. December the 12th, this is right before the full moon coming on the 13th. Sun trine Uranus. Fantastic. Uranus has been, really pushing us all out the door into new ways. Uranus is in your first house. So who better to be bold enough to go forward and close doors behind them but an Aries, correct? So as Sun trine Uranus, we're moving forward in new ways with enthusiasm that represents our authenticity. That is the whole general dynamic of that, and it's an easy flow. Full moon Gemini. Full moon Gemini is when we get, and that's going to be in your 3rd house. Down here, 3rd house represents all social media, all communication, all abilities to speak, your thinking, your speaking, any issues with siblings, everything going on in your neighborhood. So if you planted new seeds there, planted new seeds about maybe you're doing lectures, planting new seeds about recrafting your social media to get it's full bloom at this time. The full moon shows you the results of what you put out there 6 months ago, and then you can release some stuff. You see what's going on. It's a big spotlight in that area. So this is where you're going to see that spotlight. December 19th, we've got Mercury retrograde. Like I said, Mercury retrograde is going to be getting to 15 degrees of Capricorn in your 10th house, in your career zone. It backs up. So something that you need to see, regroup about, do some planning. It's in your 10th house of career. That's where it's happening. It is the ruler of your 6th house. It's the ruler of your 3rd house. So your job is then brought into the mix, and your communication capabilities and your ability to think, speak, talk, learn. Those are always affected when you've got Mercury going retrograde. But it's in this sector of yours. That's where you need to get the information. It goes back into the 9th because it backs up to about 28 degrees of Sagittarius. It's in its shadow right now. Mercury, when it goes into the shadow. So for this next time between now and December 19th, we're kind of getting a little glimpse of stuff that it's going to back over again. So we've got some information. Mercury plays the part of the information gatherer for the CEO, which is the sun in the chart, and it needs some information. It's gotten far ahead. It needs to come back. It needs to reconvene and then go forward. Mercury is closest to the sun when it meets the sun at the midway point. So we have to be careful during this time about our communications, about sending the wrong text message, email to people. This can always happen, gets you into trouble. Make sure you get your shopping done before December the 19th, your primary shopping. A lot of people love to buy electronics around this time. Buy them before December the 19th. You'll just be happier that you did, since Mercury rules all moving parts, all electronics, all of those things. And now we're looking at Venus. Venus is hot to trot on December 24th and 25th. It's making a lot of really great aspects at that time. It's really going to be a dynamic holiday too, because we also have Jupiter opposite Uranus on the 26th, the day after. So we feel this on Christmas Day, the same time that Venus is engaged with exciting planets, Jupiter and Uranus, and then in Saturn too. So really fun time to celebrate this year. And then we're building up to, of course, Sun and Mercury coming together. We get that aha moment the day before the day before the new moon in Capricorn in your 10th house. So something's coming up for career for you. into the new year, we've got the nodes moving into your 5th house, the North Node. So this is a really great time for you for romance, for children, for bringing forth something from your creative self-expression. So, with Jupiter in your 7th and the nodes going into your 5th, if you don't have a relationship, is a really good time that one could come for you, because this is bringing new stuff. Venus is going to retrograde next year, and we'll talk about that when I do the Januaries. But Venus is going to retrograde in your 1st house. This is big for all of us because Venus is finishing up a big cycle right now, and she's coming up to wholeness, which is going to be January the 13th. So, all right, let me just draw you a heart, Aries, and we'll see what your little message is for this Sagittarius new moon. I want to find myself easily acting upon the promptings of my intuition and consciousness. So this is about you taking time to also to get in touch with these deeper places, and that is Sagittarius as well. Sagittarius is very philosophical, and it's taking into to new dimensions, and making sure that you're also choosing a positive and optimistic thoughts to bring you forward in positive ways. So here's the oils for the sign of Sagittarius to anoint with. I don't have bergamot down here, but I love that one for Sag as well. Grounding, soothing, geranium. This is great for muscles. Sag energy tends to be a little fidgety. Cinnamon is perfect for this time of the year. For winter, warming the body, soothing and uplifting the mind, soothing exhaustion, which happens at this time of the year too. So we look at crystals that are great for the Sagittarius energy. Sugilite. Sugilite is a great stone. Go out, research it. Maybe you want to get one. It's purple, similar to amethyst, in that bring you back to center. Great for meditation. So is amethyst. Amethyst is a great balancing of scattered energies. Men, they said that men used to wear this to attract a good woman to them to love them. So that's really neat. It's about great protection in court cases. That's Jupiter ruled as well. So Sagittarius rules the hips, the liver. So it's a great time to pay attention to the liver, cleaning that up. The holidays can be pretty damaging on that. You can check out my videos of green smoothies, for really cleaning that out. But smoky quartz and topaz. Topaz is the truth and seeker of knowledge, connecting you to wisdom. So these are all messages for you. Okay, well, Aries, you have a fantastic month. You're always busy, dynamic sign out there. Reach out to me, kk@kkastrology.com, for your personal coaching packages to help bring you into a new year with success and to help you achieve your goals. Have a fabulous December.